Tell me if this sounds like you. I hate the way I sound. What if I'll never make it? My music is trash. If that sounds like you, then you absolutely need to be patient. Being a music artist is not easy. Take it from me, who started off from zero and now has 1,000 monthly listeners. Don't come at me saying that's not even a lot when I literally started from zero and now I have 1,000. Okay? And that's from not having any talent at all and completely making my own talent. But I just want to say, you can achieve higher than I ever will as long as you be patient. And so I made up these 3 steps on how to be patient so that you don't give up. Look back on where you began. That's something I have recently been doing, is just going back to my roots. How different did I sound? How different was the production? A lot of us forget that just starting out, you are not going to be good unless you're extremely talented. Those first couple of months, first couple of weeks, years even, those are going to be some rough pieces of work. So that's why it's important to have a catalog in a span of months or years so that you know the progress you're doing. For me, for example, if you go scroll down to my first video and you notice how I speak, it's very monotone and it's kind of like this, I didn't understand how to use my voice until months after making songs. I had to really evaluate how I can make my voice sound as good as it can, and so it doesn't sound so off to the audience. And so now, after 5 years of making music, going back to my first year of just starting out, I sound a lot different, and it's because I still held on to making stuff and actually enjoying the process of making stuff, that I even have the ability to look back after a few years and seeing the massive amount of work I've done and just going wow, I sound completely different. What matters is if you're getting better the next day. Every musician wants to be a rock star. Every musician wants to sell out tours and all that stuff, but you're forgetting the point, and it's to have a story. Every musician, every famous artist out there has their own story before they made it. If you look at it like that, your current tracks doesn't seem so bad, right? This is just a story you can tell for the later future. You need a story to tell. And so having those moments, it's okay to just, have those moments where it's is this even worth it? Am I good enough? Those low moments where you're like that and all has been lost. Just know that if there's still hope in you, there's still drive left in you to keep going, and you make it, you can tell that story, and that's going to motivate thousands and upon thousands of up-and-coming artists. You ever heard that saying? Everybody probably heard that saying, but it's comparison is a thief of joy. I mean, literally, you can scroll on TikTok, YouTube, Shorts, anywhere pretty much that has short form content, and you'll see a new artist and you hear them and you're like, oh my gosh, they sound really good. And then you look at their following and it's not that much, honestly. And then you're like, do I even have what it takes? That's the problem. Because now you just gave yourself another reason to quit. Instead of focusing on whatever you're doing, you're focusing too much on how other people are doing. That's just going to demotivate you even more. Because now you're seeing all these talented people, and they're not doing so well. So now you're like, yeah, I don't think this is for me. So that's why it's important to just keep your eyes locked into wherever you want to go, whatever goals you have for yourself, so that you don't have to go into that rabbit hole of those terrible thoughts. Because trust me, I had them. Unless you have that drive where if anything negative happens, you're still good because you still have that force pushing you to keep going forward. It's gonna be rough if you don't have that.